Do your shoulders crackle like a bowl of cereal? Hips feel tighter than your favourite jeans in the 80s? How about your knees? Do they shout louder than your grandkids when it's time to clean their room? Don't worry, you're not alone. But here's a question that you should ask yourself. How are you going to become stronger, leaner and fitter without wreaking havoc on your joints? I'm Simon H, Muscle After 50 coach, and you could call me an expert in this department because after a serious car accident, I had to learn how to put together my right shoulder, arm and leg. So stick with me and we'll break down the ultimate guide to joint-friendly strength training for men and women over 50. From must-know exercises to powerhouse supplements, and at the very end, we've got a game-changing tip that once you've tried it, you won't ever forget it. Now, come with me, let's go. You see, as we age, our joints don't just support our movements, they bear the brunt of every step, every squat, and every curl. You see, shoulders, hips, lower back, and your knees, they take the most hits. But here's the kicker. You can build strength, even rebuild lost muscle without worsening joint pain or creating new problems. So let's start with shoulders. Forget doing barbell overhead presses. Let's swap them out for some dumbbell presses. Now, if you notice, I've got my palms facing each other. That's so we can reduce shoulder impingement. And that works out to be really great when we keep our elbows forward for our rotor cuffs. So for hips and lower back, you've got to be able to master the hip hinge. Now, hip hinges work well with exercises like RDLs and kettlebell swings because they engage your powerhouse muscles, such as your hamstrings and glutes, while saving your lower back. So this is the best way to be able to do a hinge. Instead of dropping down like you're picking something up off the floor, what you want to be doing is shifting back with your arse, so you're pushing back instead of going down. So start here at the hips and push your glutes back. And as for those knees, you want to be prioritizing things like split squats instead of the barbell squat. They build strength without cranking the stress on the joints. Now, you want to think of your warm-ups like joint insurance. You want to start with dynamic movements such as shoulder circles, things like that, hip openers on both sides, air squats, things like that. And then incorporate static stretches at the end of your workout because they're the best way to aid recovery. Now let's talk about supplements because your joints are mostly connective tissue, not muscle. So the standard whey protein won't cut it here. Enter collagen peptides, the MPV for connective tissue protein synthesis. Unlike whey, which is great for muscle recovery, collagen specifically targets tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. Add it to your post-workout shake. So you might be using MSM and glucosamine for your joints. So let's compare them to collagen. You see, MSM and glucosamine are like joint lubricants. They reduce and improve mobility over time. But collagen is the builder, helping your body to repair and strengthen joint structures. For best results, take MSM and glucosamine in the morning and take collagen peptides post-workout. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong inside the gym. You see, a lot of people lift too heavy too soon. What should you do? Well, you should progress slowly and focus on your form. The next thing that I notice, especially with men, is that they will ignore pain. But pain is your body's way of saying, hold up, brother, hold up, sister. That hurts. Maybe we should take a backseat on that exercise. So sometimes you have to adjust your movements, but don't quit training altogether. Just sometimes have to readjust what you're doing. And the last thing that I see that sabotages a lot of people's workouts is that they overtrain. See, in a lot of people's heads, if they're not in the gym 5 or 6 times a week, they're not training hard enough. Now, if you ask me how many times a week I train, I only train twice a week. Well, I train with heavier weights, building muscle twice a week, and I'll do 1 functional training session as well. So I'm in the gym no more than 3 times a week. Now, when it comes to overtraining, what you don't want to happen is that you keep training, you keep training, you keep training. All of a sudden, you're at the front door of injury. All of a sudden, shoulder goes. All of a sudden, you can't straighten up, your back's stiff, and now it's sore, and now you're walking like this, or all of a sudden you can't bend your knee. So make sure that you have at least 48 hours between each session. And now for the last tip, which has been a game changer for me over the last 4 years, and that is slow motion, high intensity training. Now, if you look at the guy on this side, he's 92, and his wife, she's 88, and they've been at slow motion or high intensity training for 12 years. Their results? They get stronger, and they have been able to train hard without risking joint injury. So now let me just give you a shortened version of how slow motion high intensity training works. You choose a weight you can lift for about 4 to 6 reps. Lift it slowly, 5 to 6 seconds up and 5 to 6 seconds down, with 0 rest at the top or the bottom, because this reduces joint strain while maintaining and engaging muscle. Bonus, you will hit muscular failure safely, triggering strength and muscle gains without pounding the hell out of your joints. Now, forget all of that, because if you want a ready-made workout program, high-intensity workout program, just check out the link in the show notes. Now, my last final thought to you is, remember that strength training isn't just about lifting weights from A to B. No, it's about how you lift, how you recover, and how...
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
When you download our free cheat sheet, not only will you discover the secrets to transforming your body and your life in your 50s faster than you ever imagined, you'll also discover how to gain muscle in your 50s. This will shock you, not only because of how easy it is, but the speed at which you'll see results. You'll also find how to lose weight in your 50s. We'll reveal the method that completely flips everything you thought you knew on its head. No fad diets, no grueling cardio sessions. And if you've been feeling like a dead car battery, it's time to get your energy back. We'll show you how. Now, the link for this free cheat sheet is in the description.